Welcome, everybody, to the Grueling Truths College Basketball Preview Show. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster. Today, we're going to look at an ACC rivalry as the North Carolina State Wolfpack will travel to Chapel Hill to battle North Carolina in a game North Carolina has to win. When you look at both of these teams, North Carolina State is coming off last year's Final Four appearance, 10-15. They're out unless they win the ACC tournament. North Carolina, 15-11. They're kind of in the mix. They have to start winning games, and they definitely have to beat teams like NC State. The Wolfpack are targeting just their fourth ACC win of the season. NC State recently dropped 9 games in a row, primarily due to poor shooting. The squad has been dealt recent losses against Cal, Stanford, and a blowout home defeat against a ranked Louisville squad last week. They snapped the slide with a convincing 70-62 home win against Boston College on Saturday to narrowly miss covering the 8.5-point spread. The Wolfpack have covered in one of their past 5 clashes. Marcus Hill has been shaky. The senior guard has scored 10 or fewer points in 4 of his past 6 games, including only 8 points in the win on Saturday. Hill has recorded an average of 12.6 points per game this year. Jaden Taylor came through with 19 on Saturday. The senior guard was slumping before that performance and is averaging almost 12 points a game on the season. Dontrez Styles has reached 18 points in 3 of his past 6 games. The senior guard has issued an average of 9.8 points per game and almost 5 rebounds. Brandon Huntley Hatfield has scored double digits in 2 of the last 5 clashes. The senior forward has posted 8 points per game this season. The Wolfpack are ranked 111th in D1 in Ken Palm's ratings and are winless on the road. They are 0-6 in ACC play. North Carolina eyes its 9th ACC win. The Tar Heels are seeking a second consecutive victory. North Carolina was in a groove early in conference play, winning 4 of the opening 5 games, but it's been hit or miss since. The squad has issued a 2-3 record in their past 5 decisions. This includes a blowout loss defeat versus Duke, a home win against Pitt, and a road loss versus Clemson. North Carolina rebounded with a solid 88-82 win on the road against Syracuse on Saturday, and a clash that had the Tar Heels marked as 8.5-point favorites. The Tar Heels are 8-7 in ACC play and have not covered a spread in 8 consecutive games. That's a big number right there. RJ Davis has been consistent, accumulating 16 or more points in 8 straight games. The senior guard scored 16 on Saturday's win against Syracuse and has generated an average of 17.3 points per game this season. North Carolina has 4 players averaging 10 or more points a game. Seth Trimble has been clicking, sinking double digits in 4 of his past 5 performances. The junior guard is outstanding defensively and is averaging 12 points per game. Elliot Kadu earned 9 points in the win on Saturday. The sophomore guard has averaged a little over 10 points a game. North Carolina is placed 48th in Ken Palm ratings and stands at 5-1 in home conference play, including a win against SMU. North Carolina is scoring an average of 80.3 points per game, good for 45th, but they have struggled on the defensive end. 11 points is a huge spread here. And I think the Wolfpack will be ready to compete in this rivalry showdown. They only lost by 2 points in the meeting in January. To North Carolina State, I think, is confident after defeating Boston College by 8 points in their previous action. The Tar Heels have been shaky, issuing a 3-5 record in their past 8 games. Furthermore, the Wolfpack had the defense to stay in this game. They're conceding 103.9 points per 100 possessions, which is not far behind the Tar Heels, who are conceding 101 points per 100 possessions. NC State has been the subject of narrow defeats this season. They only lost by 3 versus Virginia Tech, 6 against SMU, 2 against Cal, and 1 against Stanford. So I don't like NC State to win this game. I think North Carolina wins it, but I definitely like the Wolfpack at 11 points. Take the Wolfpack and 11. Go to BetMGM, the top-rated sportsbook for betting on college basketball. You can click on the links in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. All right, guys, you can follow me on X at Grueling Truth. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Check out thegruelingtruth.com. But for now, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.